And our case study was based on the different injuries of basketball and football. And quick question, which sport do you think has the most injuries? Basketball and football?
Basketball.
Basketball. Why?
Because they have like a lot of minor injuries. Like football injuries you hear about is like the big injuries, but it's not as much because football you're playing like you pad like your pad and everything. You playing you know you're gonna get hit. And basketball you don't strap up. I mean you don't strap up the helmet. Think like okay, this is a chance I might get a concussion in the game. This is a chance I'm gonna break my leg. So most of the time with basketball injuries are unknown. Like you don't prepare yourself to get hit like that.
Anyone else? Okay. Well, Otis, he plays basketball, so he plays football, so he's gonna be doing the injuries for football. And then Will, he plays basketball, he's gonna be giving the injuries for football.
Okay, my name is Simmons-Stevenson, and I'm going to talk to you about how football is more risk-taking than basketball. And from a source that I found that football takes more concussion hits than any other sport in the world. They have, there's been a 21% increase since 2010. They've had over 127 concussions. And the thing about it is that when they take these concussions, they last longer in life than any other injury with basketball. Football players have to live with mentally trying to get their memory back or some emotions that they may lose when they play football. Physically, they may not get the nerves that they had playing football, and their bones may become fragile in that case. Football, when people think about football, they think just because they have on pads that they're protected, they're really not protected. Because after blow after blow that you take in football, those injuries take more pressure on your bones. And as you get older, your bones become fragile. And your heart really can't take that pressure. So it increases your blood pressure and the amount of blood that goes to your heart. From NFL sources, they said that players, they try to play through these concussions, but it's not possible like you can do with basketball. Some basketball injuries, you just get back in the game and keep going. Football, they're not going to let you do that because they're going to make sure that you're okay as far as your brain. And I have a video to show you why you wouldn't want to play football. Why you would want to play football. Concussion is.
I won't be able to see.
I'm going to let Otis give you information about football and basketball.
How many of you play any sports? Anything? Any of y'all play basketball?
Table tennis.
Table tennis? Well, for y'all that play basketball, y'all know that basketball is a sport that requires continuous movement of your arms and your legs. And those are the main organs in your body that you need, of course. And those are the most overworked in the sport of basketball. And when your muscles containing like your arms and your legs, when they're overworked, it increases your risk of getting injured. That's for any sport. Basketball is the most common. The most common injuries are for your legs, either a sprained knee, a sprained ankle, sometimes a fractured foot or a broken foot, or either a tear to your MCL, your meniscus, or ACL. And those are career-ending injuries. Basically, every game, they're putting their lifestyle on the line by just going 100% every play. And after a continuous amount of games, your arms continue to weaken because you're being overworked. How many of you know who Brandon Roy is, or y'all mean? I do. Well, Brandon Roy was drafted in 2006, and he had to retire 5 years later due to the injuries in his knees. He tore the MCL in one leg, and he tore ACL in the other one. So his doctor said if he continued to play basketball, he may have a chance where he can't even walk anymore. Yao Ming is another example. He had a fractured foot, which caused him to retire. He only played 8 seasons. As you can see, there's a range in how long they can play because they were playing too many amounts of minutes. And in the NBA, usually it's about 82 games, and they're at least 2.5 hours. Both athletes play at least 44 minutes a game. And as you can see, their muscles have been overworked due to the various amounts of games and the minutes they play. So that could relate to their stress, and due to the retirement, that can lead to depression, stuff like that, because when players go into the league, usually they love the game. So if you have to retire due to an injury, that can cause mental breakdowns, depression, stuff like that. Also in football, you're given padding. You're given pads, helmets. They even make special helmets for concussion padding. Basketball is not a requirement, so they need padding, just in case an injury happens or something. I'm going to pass to my question. Here's the visual. They don't show too many injuries of people getting injured, so I just pulled up a random one from Yao Ming. He got injured.
Watch his left foot. Doesn't put it against the ball. Doesn't just give up. Looks like he's in pain, but as he walks off.
This is Yao Ming playing center on defense. This is when he fractured his foot, which caused him to end his career.
Watch his left foot. Doesn't really get stepped on, and he doesn't really get up. Looking like he's in pain, but as he walks off, Court watch his expression. Right there. I don't know if that play was where he got injured, but they attributed to his injury.
As you can see, an injury can happen at any time, at any moment in the game of basketball.
These are concussion kits. As you see, the concussion hits are really, really taking a lot during the season, and it's really hard to prevent them. because players, you're never going to hit another player, but it's not always on purpose to do it. And when you get concussion, there's nothing you can do about it at that point. It shocks you. Your body, most of these players don't recover from it. Most of these players are career-ending or season-ending injuries.
So, in conclusion, we've heard of the numerous and tragic injuries of both basketball and football. Based on the facts and visuals shown, which of the two sports do y'all think is more injury prone? Raise your hand if you think basketball. Raise your hand if you think football. Well, according to the Product Safety Commission in 2008, which is the most recent year available, the highest number of sports-related injuries were football, which was 409,799. Football players suffer more injuries than all other athletics combined, which is 12 times more injuries than basketball. Also, according to topics.infos.com, the highest rate of injuries is football. So those of you that said football, y'all were right. So in conclusion, we say that football players are more prone to injuries than basketball. Thank you.